Hello and welcome back to Sports News. Right now I'm joined by Kevin Bice and Shayne Ellis of the Janesville Lacrosse Club. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us a bit about the sport of lacrosse. It has really kind of quickly moved to Wisconsin from the coast and is one of those growing sports. Tell us a bit about how that kind of progressed.
It got started in Wisconsin about 15 years ago. One of my close friends had a stick brought down by his cousin. So a bunch of us hockey players and friends just kind of picked up sticks and got our own from there and had so much fun playing that it caught on, and parents formed some teams, and before we knew it we had conferences in Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay.
Interesting. And lacrosse is one of those sports for our viewers. It's probably easiest to explain comparing some of the sports we're more familiar with into that. What draws these athletes from all walks of life to be a lacrosse athlete?
Well, I played football and basketball, and I used to play baseball, and I just couldn't stand standing around. So I joined lacrosse. My mom introduced it to me, and I couldn't be any more proud of playing it because it kind of just like correlates with me as an athlete.
Sure.
It's more intense. You don't have to stand around and wait for the ball to come to you like in baseball. It gives kids opportunities to express themselves in the spring because there's no other sports that you can be that physical in.
And you said it's a bit more of an intense sport. Can you explain a little bit how the sport is played, or maybe something that it's similar to?
Absolutely, yeah. The sport is it's called the fastest sport on 2 feet for a reason. It's got similarities to hockey, soccer, and basketball, I'd say are probably the three most prominent, but played on a soccer field or approximately that size. Has a physicality of hockey. You can hit people, you can check them with your stick, and then it has a strategy of basketball too, so a lot of pick play, defensively very similar. And I think that's one reason why it's such a draw for multi-sport athletes that like to come out and play lacrosse, is because they see those similarities and they're able to leverage the stuff they do in other sports to be good lacrosse players too.
And how has this season gone for the team?
The season has gone good. We're a newer team in Wisconsin, so we're still progressing. We're also in the best conference in the state, so we have a lot of tough opponents, but we're starting to show like progression with our club, and we're competing now. So
yeah, we had 2 key victories this year. We had the program's first ever victory over Wanakee, as well as Westside, and last year the program had their first ever win over Middleton. So very strong conference, and if you can win games in conference, I think that reflects the fact that this program has been building for very positive things in the future.
And where could some of our viewers that might want to see a game or follow you guys more closely get some more information?
we have a home playoff game Tuesday, June 2nd at 6 o'clock. And then there's also other games around the area in the state tournament.
So playoffs are starting. The state championship is going to be June 13th at Beloit College at 6 p.m. for anybody interested in catching that. In addition to that, it's been more popular now with national TV audiences. It gets a lot of airplay on Memorial Day weekend. So people with Watch ESPN can go back on there and catch some games that have been played in the past, and a lot of pro games coming on now in the summers too that they'll be able to watch on ESPN and possibly some other channels. I'm not quite sure anymore.
Janesville Lacrosse Club. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
That is Kevin Bice and Shayne Ellis. We'll be right back for more of the sports news in just a moment.